stream, right?
I have no clue.
All right.
I am
Well,
live though.
I'll let you know. Yeah, I think so. I think you can. I'm doing it.
Alright.
Trying to put the decks side by side here.
Yeah.
Do you have? Are you using a second monitor, by the way?
Yeah, I am.
Oh man, yeah, I'm so like behind the curve. I finally entered the wonderful world of second monitor. I'm like, why didn't I do this like 2 years ago?
Yeah. Having a second monitor is super nice.
Yeah, I don't get the third monitor. Other than I guess I want that really panoramic view of playing video games, but I feel like it's a bit demanding. What's the PW?
Hold on.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
Oh god, mirror, rorim. Oh, it's mirror forward and backward.
Yep.
God damn it, I don't like it. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so when you click when you're spectating, you click watch.
And it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, then you had to cancel to be in the lobby.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Alright, so we've got this game here. It's going to be a Scorpion Mirror, but we have City of the Open Hand versus Kyuden Bayushi. Jero casting with me.
I have to apologize in advance for this, for my commentary. As long as you don't distract me and you can harness my power for good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we start talking about like puppy dogs.
Yeah. And Diablo.
It's over.
And all
It's
that
over
shit.
for me. Yeah. Yeah. I'll try to focus this time a little bit better.
It's fine. I think my dog's gonna be barking during this. Oh,
Got to get that filter on your snowball mic or whatever
I
they
don't
use
have-
these days. The kids.
I think I already packed it up. It might already be up in Chicago.
Oh, you actually have like stuff.
My fiance has a mic. She wanted it for Christmas. So I don't know.
For streaming.
But she doesn't do.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's you trying to stream?
I have no clue. I just told her whatever makes her happy.
Oh boy, she's trying to get them all the boys to the yard.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. her milkshake.
Alright, that's a little much.
Oh, are we streaming right now?
Yeah, we are.
Oh shit.
Can I keep this PG?
Oh shit. My bad.
Alright.
Yeah, that was just me and you, buddy. That was a 1v1 conversation.
1v1 me. IRL.
All right. Yeah, you do all the talking. I'll just follow.
Okay. Alright. Looks like we're just now getting started. Let's look at the list. So, Nivek is... Well, this, I think, is his Seattle CoToH list, right? The one he won Seattle with. The one Mono no Aware.
It looks very similar to it. I think no voice of honor actually. So it's a slight change.
I thought he did run voice.
Oh wait, I'm looking at Oryx Wild. I'm sorry. Fuck.
Yeah.
Let me swap these in my window here. Yeah. Never mind. I just mixed it up with Oryx's.
I see. Yeah. So you got Oryx going first with the KB. He's got some spicy cards in here, like this Daimyo's Goombay. One tattered missive.
Yeah, this is what I call. I hate to pick on Europeans. It's not really a knock on them. It's the European style of the onesies. I like. I guess Palumbo describes it as like a cantrip deck.
I see.
Kind of just put in a bunch of utility and work with it basically.
Only one.
It's pretty interesting.
Is pretty interesting to me.
I think you can get away with it if you run enough Marcus Shames and SBRs, except he just doesn't.
We'll see how it works out for him.
Yeah, I will be a bit worried about his honor management. He probably can't really dive too deep. It's like that assassination is probably never going to be played, and if he does, I think he runs that risk of losing already.
Yeah, with the triple backhanded compliment, it's so risky to go so low. I think City just is a little favored in this.
Yeah, I run 3 SBRs a duty, 2 court games, for those purposes, and like center socio illusionists, he doesn't have any of those either. He's got 2 black artists though,
Yeah.
and 3 low challengers to help with that. But low challengers that are tied to winning, so it can be pretty challenging if he's in a bad spot.
Yeah. Do you think it's pretty difficult to stabilize your honor against this sort of deck?
I played against Palumbo about a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and handedly beat him. I'm sorry, Palumbo, I don't want to put you out there. He's beaten me before too, though.
Yeah.
But in that particular match a couple weeks ago, it was pretty easy to handle because I had control of the conflicts, and that's ultimately what it boiled down to. And navigating display of powers, but he doesn't have display of powers to navigate around. So I think Nivek has some play and holding his own in conflicts, and that's what's interesting about the Crane Splash with a Keeper Dishonor deck.
I see. All right. I forgot to post this in the thing, so I gotta do that.
We have no audience. It's okay as long as I guess that the video is saved. It's all that matters. Are you saving the broadcast, by the way?
I should make sure I'm doing that. I think I am.
Okay. Yeah, I made a mistake up not, and maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe it was for the better. But this is pretty cool here. We already got Black Artist out from Nivek's side, and it's putting the pressure on pretty early.
Yeah. Spends the 4 shame to bow it, but the KB just stands it again. And we see the assassinate
wow.
come out already. That's a pretty big deal, I think.
Yeah. Unless he has 10 conflict characters.
That's
So, he as long as he can play into the conflicts this turn. If he can't, like if he didn't draw for whatever reason, which could happen, then he'll be in big trouble. But I doubt that's going to be the case here.
Yeah. That's probably like the best opportunity to play the assassinate here.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I think he paid him off. It wasn't even like a 1 fate liar.
That's true.
So I think now he's got to worry about 2 more assassinations. I guess he wanted the dishonor too, because that kind of helped.
Mm-hmm. Losing the extra honor off the blackmail artist is pretty big too, but it does make your box a little stronger. You think it's worth it, or probably not?
For Nivek to do that, I think so.
Oh no,
I think
for Oryx.
Oh, boxing? No, I don't think so. I think honestly, I would have kept it bowed, so I didn't get the unopposed at least, and not incentivize him to assassinate. I mean, again, that was a pretty heavy-handed assassination, I think.
Yeah.
But honestly, actually, I don't know. Maybe not, because Nivek needs to stay low. Would like to stay at least lower 1 more turn to box him again.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that for Nivek, that's actually pretty good. I take that back. Because if he drags him down to 6 next turn, I think that's going to be really bad for a lot of Oryx's cards.
I see. Yeah, I think for Nivek here, you probably just pass, right? Just no point in playing anything else here. Just let him take the win.
Yeah.
The hand size difference is pretty big, and there's the duty.
Actually,
that's a huge deal.
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't know about that, to be honest. I think I mean, I don't even know if he could have really defended much more than what he did. That's probably the limit to what he could have done in the conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Which is other than Fate Worse Than Death.
Yeah.
But because he had the political rival out, he's risking the
Forge Edict.
Forge Edict. Oh, well, he had Voice of Honor though, so he can only Forge Edict once, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe just didn't have it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
think I would have.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's okay. I think I would have actually Fate Worse Than Death that.
Yeah. We see no centers on either side, so favor isn't like hugely a big deal, I don't think. It's still nice for the extra stat though.
Maybe a little bit bigger for the KB guy.
Yeah.
Depending on how he's playing that, just because he wants kind of just to squeeze the stats out. But I think that's the thing about KB. It's like it's really hard to tell what the person's intention is because there's so many different ways people have been approaching this.
Mm-hmm. So as the KB player, you're pretty happy about hitting the duty here. I'm sure you just try and break provinces before you get dishonored. You're basically just like on a timer, right? Well, we see the Spyushi's
Um,
whispers show up in
I would
the.
say I would say so. I would say yeah because he's low on cards right now.
Yeah.
If he actually had cards in his hand, I think the duty would be a lot less valuable.
Mm.
But we'll see. I'm guessing both bid 5.
Yeah. I hope he plays the Spyushi's whispers. It's like really bad right here, right?
In
But
my heart too. I love Bayushi Whispers. If
I
people
still want
didn't
to see
know.
it.
Yeah, I'm like the sole defender of playing Bayushi Whisper, even though I don't play it myself currently because of Rebels.
Yeah.
I really like. I think I always tell people I don't think I lost maybe one game total when I did play a Bayushi Whisper, even from turn 2, with like a 7 Fate, in hand sort of situation.
Mm-hmm.
7 Fate though, I would at least want 8 to 2 Fate it. Yeah, you don't want to just 1 Fate it.
Yeah, it feels even two fading it in this matchup is probably pretty bad because of the Fate Worse than Death. Fate Worse than Death Void.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, actually, not really,
really?
because because what would happen is he doesn't have to put him in any conflict. So even if you're first player, you just swing with something else, and then you just use Whisper right away, and then you can
Oh,
see what's in hand.
yeah, that's a good point.
So yeah, this is like the perfect tool to navigate around any Fate Worse than Death.
I see. I still think
Yeah.
the you still want to at least two fade it though. I think.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
do
for
agree.
sure. The downside to Whisper, especially from turn 2, is if you play early, you pretty much got to make sure you can close the game out before he leaves the board. Otherwise, that your opponent pretty much has a stacked hand
Mm-hmm.
that you denied. And that's kind of the argument against the gossip too. Like when you see like early gossip plays,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think those are strong plays.
Yeah, Gossip to me feels like a card you play to close out games or prevent yourself from losing.
Yeah, I agree.
So we see the favored niece here from both players actually. What cards do you think are, pretty dead besides like Way of the Scorpion? What would you be digging for and what would you be pitching?
For which side here? We got 2 nieces.
Yeah. For Nivek.
For Nivek. Probably just backhanded compliments and just pitching your bonsais.
Yeah.
And then maybe in this case, assassinations. I don't know though. You might want to keep at least one assassination around just to see if you could sneak in that last honor hit.
Mm-hmm.
I actually kind of like this 4-bit on Oryx Wild because he's just making it that much harder for Nivek to kind of kill him,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives him some space to use some of his self dishonor stuff too.
Yeah. Thanks, Mittens, for the follow.
Yeah, even though he's got like 4 turns left.
Yeah. Do you keep the Way of the Scorpion to like turn off like Forged on these political rivals?
Yeah, yeah, because then you want that niece to also kind of strain his Forge Edicts,
Mm-hmm.
so he has to dishonor the niece, and it becomes like, super awkward, especially if you're using niece like mid conflict.
I see.
Yeah, because niece is really sad if it gets dishonored. But I never really play niece in KB, so I'm kind of curious on how he uses
Mm-hmm.
the niece.
Maybe pitching all these one-ofs that don't work for the matchup,
Yeah, the one of
It's like a one-of Mark of Shame, one of Tattered Missive.
yeah the market man. Yeah, it's kind of a shame because we got this like Crane Splash too with SBRs and Noble Sack or Voice of Honor, Noble Sack. Like having like at least 2 Market Shames would be nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, Oryx Wild doesn't actually have any SBRs or Noble Sacks in his list.
No, yeah, but I'm saying if because Nivek has like a crane, like kind of like some of these crane features.
I see.
Yeah, yeah.
So we see an attacking with a pilgrimage, and both favored nieces involved.
It's a favorite niece off. Which niece will reign supreme? kind of a sad conflict, actually, especially with pilgrimage.
Yeah, it's a pretty do nothing conflict, but
Like if they do anything else, it just looks so pointless.
yeah.
Other than maybe a fate worse than death.
Even a fate worse than death feels pretty bad here, because you still have to spend like a bonsai to get a break.
Yeah, that's true. But I think in the way Nivek plays, I'm guessing because he has so much cheap characters, he probably just cares about the unopposed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he goes.
Yep. Pitching the way of.
Wasn't even worth it for the rival. Yeah, I think it would have been worth it, to be honest. It might have enabled Oryx Wild, but at the same time, you're denying the self-dishonor cards too.
Mm-hmm. I think it's okay. Like, if you try and disable that, or maybe even like set up a noble sacrifice, it's pretty hard to get past.
Yeah, like just even like threaten it, you know.
Yeah. Well, you can't voice an edict at that point because your L5R artist would leave play.
Yeah, and yeah, but I mean, if you end up like swinging with the artist already, like he only has one of these, I guess. Yeah, it wouldn't be worth it.
I bet we'll see a break on Shameful here, or at least an attempt at one.
Oh shit.
Oh, nope. Just face plants into the upholding. It's
a
pretty big deal.
Yeah. This is why you either attack the thing you flipped or
yeah.
or you, and that would have been a really good shameful swing even if he had a conflict character in hand to kind of shameful because he's just I mean, I guess he's enabling the rival. So I guess both people don't really lose out too much.
So plays one of his katanas on the favored niece.
Here it goes.
You must have all three in hand.
the tailoring of the hand. It really sucks for him too because he's just losing his card advantage basically.
Yeah.
If he has anything real strong, I wouldn't even worried about the finding. Honestly, if I like finding katanas, I would have used as bait. Because this is going against this Nivek's deck. He's not a very mill heavy deck.
Yeah. This conflict deck is full of like a lot of one-ofs, so maybe this like upholding doesn't actually hurt too much. But most of his duplicate cards are like unassuming Yojimbos and these big conflict characters that he can't afford to play right now.
What hurts the most would be if he held like 2, 3, 4 Gedicts because you can't tailor them off. You can't taper them off or anything like that.
I imagine there's at least one in the hand.
Yeah, I think he's going a little too hard on this, on just not letting him. He doesn't need to. I think this is like a classic mistake that players do. Is just try to like spend their card as much as possible because of the big bad UA.
And I don't think the katanas are super relevant in this matchup.
Oh, for sure not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he can just win. He could win most of his conflicts without them. Especially with his dynasty compared to relative to Nivek's dynasty.
Yeah. So that's a hand. He's got all one-ofs now.
That's all he wanted. Yeah, maybe I would have played one katana since he had all 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think 2 katanas would have been good bait.
What do you think he takes here from the hand? My guess
out
is
of
probably the forged or the duty.
Duty. Definitely duty. That's your win condition. Get rid of it. It's easy. I mean, the way I just kind of describe to like this is not pure dishonor. It's pretty hard dishonor though. Is you basically work your way towards creating like one window of opportunity to win.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, dude will mess that up into like pretty bad.
Yeah.
And you don't want to like just have to put that kind of strain on your voice of honor too. Now you have to reserve the voice of honor or the gossip. I mean, you can't really reserve the gossip, right? You're just, oh, you can't do it anymore. Now what? Bid one, right? Like, yeah. Yeah, but that was really good for Nivek, I think.
I agree. You think we'll see him attack the pilgrimage again? Probably like air, just for the fate.
No.
No.
No. If I were him looking at this, I would want to find the Manicured Garden or the Midnight Revels, depending on what he did on the row. My guess is he probably has Manicured Garden on the row for sure.
Yeah.
Against this deck. Because
Revels doesn't do much here.
yeah, Nivek's Dynasty is a little ridiculous. His most expensive card is the favorite niece. That's his big card. In Dynasty, at least. Yeah, but he wants to find the Manicured Garden, and he wants to keep hitting that over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I like to call it tickling people to death.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if it was worth keeping that Cullen in favor or not. Probably just for the Goombay.
Mm-hmm.
Or he could spend the rest of this entire game never blocking. At least never blocking a mill heavy character.
Yeah. So I actually do see the airing of the pilgrimage.
Oh,
I wonder what he's worried
disappointed.
About.
I disappoint.
Maybe he doesn't want to just give over like Seeker Fate or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, most of Oryx's conflict, I think, is one cost anyway. 12 one costs, 18 free ones. It's 30 cards he could still play out of his deck.
We might see like a From the Shadows on the Sadako here. Maybe that's what he's worried about. Because he still does have the KB activation.
He can't From the Shadows because he's higher.
Oh, okay. That's a good point.
Yeah. Dead card right now. Would have been good though, but I'm sure maybe he was thinking that too when he was saving a voice of honor for it.
Mm.
I'm sure he has at least one by now. Yeah, I don't see why. I guess he was maybe afraid of him playing a Sadako or something.
Mm-hmm.
If you played a Sadako this turn, I mean, it's just going to go away.
Yeah. And that seems like a pretty key character in this, or in trying to get breaks and stuff.
It's a big one for KB for sure.
So you're gonna see the favored niece stand.
Yeah. I guess it's not so sad being dishonored now, because he has these katanas.
Mm-hmm. We have a 5 strength attack here.
Yeah. I mean, he's got nine fate though.
Yeah, there's a very huge fate advantage here.
What's happening? Yeah, I don't think he's just gonna get by with this.
I have a feeling we'll see like a cunning. Yep, here it is.
Yeah. 2 fate. Have fun.
Not much you can do about it here.
And this is definitely one of the cards I hate seeing personally as a KB player.
Yeah, it seems like it really messes with your game plan.
Yeah, especially as a KB. Like I don't play with clouds because I have like discard character effects. Oryx definitely does not have like that luxury. He's pretty much all he has is low challengers to kind of deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's going to be a bad time for Oryx from here.
Yeah.
unless he like, coverts them regularly. But it's the it's not the political rival that's dishonored; it's the favorite in these.
Interesting. Nivek forgot to activate the shameful here to honor his cunning.
Yeah, he didn't. Else, I don't see why not.
Yeah,
Might as
probably just a
like it was
mistake.
the last conflict. Yeah.
Happens. Sometimes you just click too fast.
Yeah. card advantage. There's no card advantage here. They're at 10 and 10 still. So, but there's
Yeah.
definitely fate advantage. It's gonna matter. I guess my guess. I wouldn't know whether or not you bid 1 or 5 here. I think if I was Nivek, I would still bid 5.
Mm-hmm.
Try and see if Oryx will try to drag kind of bid 4 again, drag the honor down a bit. Because I think you definitely want that board control first before you start going for the kill.
Mm-hmm. I don't think a 1 bid is necessarily too bad here though, because just because he's already had this favored niece, he's gonna have it for another turn. Probably has like a pretty decently sculpted hand, you know.
Yeah, makes you wonder how many backhanded compliments he's holding right now.
Yeah.
Especially after he's churned through 16 cards so far.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a great flop
Yeah.
for KB there.
City was and Imperial Plus. He's running 12 holdings, so I guess this isn't like too out of the question.
Again, this goes back to the whole there's no current real standard everyone has fully agreed on. This looks like what I seen Mech Mage do with 15 holdings, which I thought was a bit excessive. This looks like it's tapered back a bit at 12 holdings.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really agree with that, but I guess some people are content with kind of depending on their conflict deck for characters.
Yeah, he is running 10 conflict characters, so it is like it kind of makes up for it. But you could be probably running like more characters in Dynasty and fewer in conflict, and just get like better cards.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess you leverage the Dynasty slots by having free cards, right? That's basically what these represent. And I think he's going to try and from the shadows this actress. If he could stay lower.
Well, he already discarded one of them, so he's only got the one left. We'll see if he actually has it in hand.
Yeah, Oryx is stuck on the bids, I think. You can't really bid too high and run the risk of Nivek dropping it.
Yeah. Like if Nivek goes 1 here and you go like 4 or 5, you might just die, right?
Yeah. I think what happens is Nivek goes like 3 or 4.
I could see a 3 coming out here.
Yeah, and Oryx going like 2 or 3. Dang.
Oh.
1 4. Oh. Yeah, that's very, very. You just get. This is not good.
Yeah.
This is very, very not good. This is I think. Yeah, this Oryx is in a bad spot.
He could be dead here.
Yeah, easily. Like all it really takes is it could just be like 3 backhandeds. You're done.
He can potentially cancel 2 of them, right? Because there's no voices online.
Yeah, but even if he cancels 2, what you have an L5R artist could assassinate that.
Yeah.
There goes 1, or you're juggling. You're being pressed now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what? Another one could just be Fate Worse than Death.
Mm-hmm.
Void Ring.
Yeah, it's not looking great.
Yeah, even attack Fate Worse than Death. Attack air Fate Worse than Death. Attack with Blackmail Artist Fate Worse than Death. He's got all his Fate Worse than Death still.
Mm-hmm. I imagine Oryx is sweating a little bit here.
Yeah, and if Oryx can honor something.
Alright, here's the hand.
Yeah.
Only 1 backhanded.
Oh, here we go.
But we do
Mark of
see
Shames, though.
Mark of Shame, Fate Worse Than Death.
Way the Scorpion. He kept one. Or maybe just drew it. I don't know. Actually, probably just drew it.
Yeah.
Or is this alphabetical? Oh, it's alphabetical. Mondio Jadiel. You're programming. Yeah, but like all this whole hand right here just represents just like pure. He's got control of every conflict, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why maybe between the Palumbo style and this kind of newer, let's call it Nivek's Crane style. Nivek's has a little more hold on the conflict.
Yeah.
Where Palumbo's just literally racing.
Yeah. Palumbo's list is on the display of powers, right?
Yeah. He just wants you to just make it very hard for you to makes it impossible for you to go for the air ring early, right? And just pretty much try to beat you down to 0 before you're able to.
I see.
Yeah. Before you see all 3 display of powers.
Kind of just like a burn deck, right? Just like
Yeah.
burn the honor.
Oh yeah, exactly like a burn deck. Yeah. Like I guess if you're talking about mono red, it keeps being compared to like a mono red deck.
Yeah.
Ugh, gotta take a shower. Magic the Gathering reference.
Right. So we see some thinking. I think he's trying to contemplate if he's dead or not. What?
Is he oh, you mean Nivek? I thought you were talking about Oryx.
Oh, yeah, Oryx. Maybe both, because yeah, he hit us with the thinking.
Yeah, that's true. I can read, so yeah, that's why my ADD tendencies here.
Yeah.
I mean, at least Nivek doesn't have the gossip.
Yeah, that's true. And there's no cancels in hand either, so.
Yeah, if gossip was in play, oh man, it's my big argument against gossip. It's that it just can close you out, and you can do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can do something. You could use the cancel that he's trying to gossip for.
I mean, we could very easily see like favored niece activations here, right? And then
Yeah, both sides.
Yeah, both sides.
The race for survival / death. Yeah, honestly, I think he has it though, especially because he played this informant now. That's just another target.
Mm-hmm. With 0 fate, it's just gonna get dishonored.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
He also did, big brain flip this favorable ground since cunning can't get coverted.
Yeah. It's just 2-turn defense, cunning magistrate, or swing cunning magistrate. You can do so much with cunning magistrate and favorable.
Yeah. This card is really mean.
Yeah, it's good. It's one of my favorite cards when playing City of Open Hands last year, and I ran 3 times magistrates.
Yeah.
I would cut a Kachiko before I cut a magistrate.
I haven't played enough Scorpion to really, figure out how to get this. But I actually really like this conflict character suite he has. The triple magistrate, 2 Kachiko, and then 2 Goblin Sneaks.
Yeah, I like it a lot because that's literally what I ran last year. Oh wait, no, minus it wasn't 2 Kachikos though. It was 1 Kachiko. So I sat on 6 characters, but really, really close.
Alright, so we see the double Paul rival get played. Huh. Now this way the Scorpion's on too, right? This is...
Yeah, on the thing that's leaving play.
Yeah. This could be some bad news bears.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Oryx has 2 options where to take away the air ring, or to see if you can actually defend successfully and scoop that 2 fate off the water ring.
Oh, he Peasant's Advice the favorable. I didn't realize that.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I won't lie, it's pretty good.
I think that was the second
Meditation's bad. I would probably court games to see which he dishonors.
Mm-hmm. It like puts you in a super tough spot. Like either of these characters will leave play, right? Because you've got the
Oh,
meditations, so you can
yeah,
force one more honor loss here. I think
yeah. So
Nivek just has to survive, and he'll be able to backhand it out.
I mean, he defended with his blackmail artist, so I think he's pretty confident in winning this.
Yeah.
I would be too, to be honest. Like you can just what Fate Worse than Death Al by artist. I forget. He forgot his other cunning.
Oh, we see the outwit.
Oh.
Spicy.
Oh wow. Some things I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know really.
Overall, though, the
Huh.
KB player's out of Fate.
So maybe court games the favorite East. That's what I would do. Get an honor token down. Actually, does he have? He does have a voice, right?
No voice.
Oh, no voice. Noble sack though, actually.
Yeah.
So definitely, yeah. Definitely. And that's just like a one fate cost too. It's super easy.
I do agree with you though. Playing the court games here is really solid.
Yeah.
Because if he cancels it, it's still you
You know,
get the same
exactly.
result, right?
Yeah, you're just trying to get those edicts out of his hand and force him to just dishonor his own guys. Because he has Marcus Shames too. Like that's uncancelable.
Yeah.
That's what makes Marcus Shames so amazing. Next to the one influence, I bet you didn't know that.
Is it really only one?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Wow. I guess it's the roll lock card too.
It's like an event card that you can't even cancel. That sticks around, and it still has like an attachment thing on it, minus one pull. No, you can't pass it back because it'll end the conflict. So I hope he doesn't. Otherwise, then it'll be a big mess.
Yeah. I kind of think he's joking around.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, he goes for the court games to honor.
Yep. Yeah, because he can't really react by dishonoring. Only way he can react is Marcus shaming. Yeah, I think he would have done it by now. Oh no, he can't because he doesn't have fate for it.
Alright, so you see the ornate pen coming down.
I mean, yeah. What else does he have? Does he have assassination? Nope. I mean, what he can actually do is just mark a shame, the Albert artist, and the rival. And see what it does from there. And then try to noble sack. Because then even if he oh wow, there he goes. There she blows. Yeah, that's gonna be Way of Crane though, or Way of the Scorpion.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. Yeah, he's gasping for air at this point. Yeah, Nivek has it. I'm gonna call right now. he's a CoToH champ. He could figure this out.
Yep.
I mean,
a Grand CoToH champ at that.
Grand CoToH champ. It's more champ than I am.
Yep. More champ than either of us.
Yeah, and he played his own card games, and I can Marcus Shame everything. Marcus Shame, Noble Sack, backhanded compliment. What?
Interesting.
Did I? I think my line was literally the win, right? I wonder if that was a mistake. That's a huge mistake. I mean, I guess you could take the scenic route. Just just whittle him down. Oh, come on, do mill at least. Do mill, guy. Come on, do the mill. Do the mill pull bow. Yeah, I think he's overthinking this. I think he's the super ultra scenic route here.
Maybe he has a second wave, the third wave of the Scorpion?
Hmm. Did he favor knees?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he does well. I just felt like this game could be over by now.
This is slow and painful.
Yeah. I mean, he could really flub it too and not even like end him this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's still got the KB too, so he could swing. He still can swing with knees too for like a fire ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that maybe his line was very like drawn to the idea of maintaining enough fate for a fate worse than death when he simply could have just. Oh yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Where he could just simply what is it? He could just simply of just use the Mark of Shames instead to deny the Forge Edicts.
Well, his second attack is mill, so like this Cunning Magistrate defends this favored no matter what, basically.
Yeah.
So we do see one of the Forge Edicts come out.
Yeah. But now he has 4 honor. So sad. If you dishonor this rival, he'll be pretty safe. He could probably fate worse than death at knees.
Yeah. He has the second.
And then void it. Yeah, he does have 2, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, he could have won a conflict ago.
It's fine.
Oryx could take what he can get. No, because he's like, oh, he should have said something. I would have, fixed it. I'm like, no, it's okay.
Interesting. He goes for the Mark of Shame instead.
Yeah. Well, because he wants the -1 on the attachment, I think.
Well, if you.
Oh no, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah,
he only has the one court games in this deck.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes back to that one time. I think that, and when you think about that, that's actually the downside to that whole cantrippy deck.
Mm-hmm.
Is once you see it out, there's no more in the deck.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that style. It's worked though. I've seen it work.
So we'll probably see an Unbow and probably the Alibi Artist. Maybe the favored news.
Oh, I would hope for the blackmail, the blackmail artist actually.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for too. Well, I guess there are no more political conflicts this round, so his ability doesn't do anything.
Oh yeah, he's better than us. Again, he's proven his worth.
Camp status.
Yeah. Yeah. What does Oryx do here? Honestly, I don't think there's much he can do.
Thanks, Lingering Drama, for the follow.
Yeah, there's just too many options for Nivek right now.
Yeah, he still has the fate worse than death.
Yeah.
There is a Finger of Jade, so he won't play it, but I mean,
Oh, I definitely wouldn't fate worse than death this.
Yeah.
You don't need to. Just Because he has a backhanded compliment. He just needs to get just needs to get 4 honor.
Mm-hmm.
Because he can definitely get rid of the rival. Backhanded compliment. That's it.
Yeah.
And he can't even win this firing, so.
Let's see. What could get him out of this? Like.
Thanks, Lingering Drama. It was all my idea. I swear, not Will's.
Alright, so you see the Sadako.
Oh
Right.
boy, here we go.
But if he dishonors it, I feel like
Exactly.
theirs. Right.
I have no idea what's going on here. He doesn't have a third katana. Was he gonna try and Daimyo's Goombai? That's just bid 1.
Yeah.
Maybe he missed something.
I think we'll see the Goombai. Goombai. Oh, actually no. You can't Goombai, right? Because then you just.
Oh, a mid defeat.
Oh.
A mid defeat.
No, he has no fate. He has no fate.
Oh, he's no
Oh wait,
fate.
no. City of Lies. That's right. Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. So we just see that.
Yeah. That doesn't have a finger on it.
All right. He calls it.
Yeah. He definitely bid way too high. I think Oryx could have had a really good chance if he didn't.
Mm-hmm. If he like dropped his bid as well, I think he would have been fine. It happens though. It's hard to. It's sometimes like hard to tell when your opponent just drops it like that, right?
I don't know, like, if you're going against a Dishonor deck, though, and I'm running a self-dishonor, like, heavy deck,
Yeah.
I would be very, like, and I don't have any way of honoring back up a lot, I would definitely not done that, knowing that he might have, like, 3 of those backhanded compliments in hand.
That's true.
Yeah, that was exceptionally greedy. He could have done, like, 3 if you want to be, like, pseudo-greedy, you know?
Mm. A 2
Or
or a 1
semi-greedy.
is probably a little better there.
Yeah, a 2 or a 3 even. I think I would have gone 1 just to be really, really safe, though. I don't know, especially because, like, KB, to me, the advantage of reusing your characters is forcing more cards out of your opponent's hand. So even if he did, like, Nivek did bid 5, I think he could wear it out. He could whittle that hand down.
Yeah. Well, that's the game. It looks like Nivek will take this over Oryx Wild. Alright. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Later.
See ya.